Welcome to SuperDavedevYT channel. SuperDavedevYT we're watching. We're checking out the Formula 1 Mexico 2001. So the race started. There was some drama at the start. It seems like Ricardo McLaren hit Valtteri Bottas, and Valtteri Bottas was sliding. Basically, went the opposite way. Was pointing at the opposite way in the middle of the road. And Vettel almost crashed into him because he couldn't see him until it was almost too late, but he did somehow avoid him. Verstappen somehow leapfrogged both Mercedes. That's pretty cool. So yeah, we're checking out the Formula 1. The race is about to start. There is a virtual safety, there was a virtual safety car. Now there's an actual safety car on the track. And we're waiting for the race to start. Already 4 laps have passed and we haven't actually been able to see the race just restart immediately so we can... Oh, wait. I think the race just restarted. So Hamilton is behind Verstappen. Verstappen is in first place. Hamilton is behind Verstappen. Verstappen is in first place. Checo Perez is in third place. Pierre Gasly, AlphaTauri is in fourth place. Charles Leclerc Ferrari fifth place. Carlos Sainz Ferrari sixth place. Antonio Giovinazzi 7th. Sebastian Vettel 8th. George Russell 9th. Kimi Räikkönen 10th. Fernando Alonso 11th. Nikita Mazepin 12th. Nicholas Latifi 13, Lando Norris 14, and then we also have Sebastian Ocon in 15, Lance Stroll in 16, Bottas in 17th, Ricardo in 18th. Ricardo and Bottas touched, so I think maybe they went into the pits to get their car fixed. That's why they're behind. Mick Schumacher is out, and Yuki Tsunoda's... Oh yeah, Yuki Tsunoda got damage on his car at the start. So it's not just... it wasn't just Valtteri Bottas and Ricardo's McLaren that was in the crash. Also, Yuki Tsunoda got shunted. I believe he didn't do anything wrong, but I could be wrong. I don't believe Yuki Tsunoda did anything that, put him in that position. He just drove and someone hit him from behind, if I'm not mistaken. So Verstappen, the race has restarted, and Hamilton is 1.5 seconds behind Verstappen. Verstappen has got the fastest lap so far. Remember, the race has just started, so the fastest lap does not mean that much because they haven't actually raced proper laps yet. Now they're only starting to race proper laps, so now we will see who will actually be able to put on the fastest lap and who won't. So, actually Hamilton is losing more. Is almost 2 seconds. He's already 2 seconds. Within half of a lap, Lewis Hamilton lost half a second, which means that he could have made a mistake. Oh my goodness, Lance Stroll wasn't even braking properly, bro. So it seems that brakes are a big problem in this racetrack. Braking systems and maybe even overheating. Engines overheating might be a big problem in this race. So I'm guessing what might happen here is that what might happen is we might see cars retire only because of braking failures, cars just unable to let's say stay reliable. The cars might just break, and specifically the brakes and the engine. So there's 4 more races to go. 4 more races to go before this year's Formula 1 is done. So 4 races until we know who the world champion is, man. Depending on if Lewis Hamilton's or Verstappen's car is destroyed, and this race, and somehow the race or the championship is decided early, that's possible. Yeah, so Max Verstappen is actually building a nice lead. He seems to be way faster than the Mercedes at the moment. Pretty cool, man. So basically what's happening is that George Russell is actually in 9th position. So with all the chaos that happened in the first at the start of the race, somehow George Russell ended up being 9th place, Vettel 8th place, Giovinazzi. Verstappen just put on the fastest lap. They're saying that Verstappen should think about his tires, not taking out, not pushing the car too hard, not removing all the rubber from his wheels, not losing too much grip. Fastest lap of the race so far, Verstappen 1 minute 21. Kimi Räikkönen, I have to say this because I used to support Kimi Räikkönen back in the day when he was a Ferrari driver as well as a McLaren driver. Kimi Räikkönen just passed George Russell on the outside. It's very nice that Verstappen, Hamilton and Perez are all at the top 3, and Gasly, because Gasly is driving the sister team for Red Bull. The 2 Ferraris are fighting each other, Carlos Sainz versus Leclerc. Fastest lap, Max Verstappen 1 minute 21.051, so he seems to be creeping in 1 minute 20s. So he'll probably be the first driver to do a faster lap of 1 minute 20. So Fernando Alonso just passed George Russell. So George Russell's Williams can't do anything, dude. Poor George Russell. Williams cannot defend even against Fernando Alonso's Alpine and Kimi Räikkönen's Alfa Romeo. So Hamilton is now 3 seconds behind Verstappen. Verstappen was told by his team to keep, not to drive his car too hard. Think about it, managing his tires. So I'm wondering what's going to happen, because he seems to be pushing his tires pretty hard. Carlos Sainz is doing the old teammate dilemma tactic, where if the one driver's behind the teammate, he's always complaining that he's faster and the teammate in front of him needs to let him pass. So that's what's happening with Carlos Sainz. Faster lap again for Verstappen, 1 minute 20.9. So Ricardo Bottas is in the back of the grid, and it doesn't seem like they're making any progress. Fernando Alonso is in 10th place, and I'm guessing Fernando Alonso is going to battle Kimi Räikkönen. That is going to be actually Alonso, Räikkönen, Vettel. So 8th is Vettel, 9th is Räikkönen, 10th is Alonso. If you don't know, Vettel is a champion, Räikkönen is a world champion as well, and Alonso is a world champion. So that might be an interesting, some interesting battles going on between Vettel, Räikkönen, and Alonso, 8th, 9th, and 10th place. Norris is in 12th position, good. Does that mean that Norris have moved up, or does that mean that Norris has been in 12th position for a while now? Nonetheless, Norris is definitely going to catch up to Russell, because Russell is having those days where the Williams car can't keep up. Just too slow, man. Gasly is in 4th place. I wonder if Gasly can push a little bit more. Perez is like really not even trying to catch up to Hamilton. I don't like it when Perez makes it easy for Hamilton to just remain in 2nd place. I don't like that at all. You should never allow Hamilton to just be in front of him. He should actually challenge him. Dude, I'm telling you, the brakes. I don't know if these brakes are gonna hold, man. Who's that? Who's passing? Oh, it's Nicholas Latifi trying to get past Lance Stroll, because he just came out of the pits. So Nicholas Latifi and Lance Stroll are battling each other. It seems like Nicholas Latifi can't pass Stroll, so Stroll is going to stay in front. It's going to probably get away from Latifi, because the Williams seems to be really bad when it comes to performance. So Verstappen is just building a lead the whole time, just building his lead, building his lead. He's now at 4.7 seconds, almost 5 seconds. Now Lewis Hamilton selling his team on the radio. His tires are dropping off, but I just doubt it, man. I never believe what Lewis Hamilton tells his team. I can never believe them. It's always suspect, dude, because they always pretend, and they use these tactics where they give information on the radio that's actually false to confuse teams to make decisions that are completely unnecessary. I think I need to restart my I might have to just thinking my frames are dropping a lot, dude. I might have to not restart, I might have to just switch my connection quickly. It would be so quick that no one would know, but I don't want to mess with something and then it causes a bigger problem, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for now. So Lando Norris caught up to George Russell. If Lando Norris does not pass Russell, yeah, that's an easy pass, straight. Pit lane straight, easy pass. Lando Norris passed George Russell, very easy pass. Okay. So Perez has just told the Red Bull team that his tires are getting better. Perez are actually catching up to Hamilton, dude. Perez is gonna catch up to Hamilton. Just as he says his tires is better, now he's catching up to Hamilton. That is what I want to see. Challenge Hamilton, bro. Do it in front of your... Whoa, okay. I'm just wondering if... Dude, if we can see Sergio Perez battling Hamilton, then this race is perfect, dude. If we can see Sergio Perez battling Hamilton, that's gonna be awesome. And that looks like that's gonna happen, dude. Because Perez is catching up to Hamilton very, very fast. Perez is catching up to Hamilton. It doesn't seem like Hamilton can do a single thing about it, dude. I want to see Hamilton. I want to see Perez battle Hamilton. That's what I'm trying to say. And why? And the reason why I changed the order is because it's ultimately Perez battling Hamilton, not Hamilton battling Perez. Because Perez is going to attack Hamilton. So all that Hamilton is going to do is going to use his experience to keep Perez behind him. Come on, Perez. Don't drive slower, bro. I think Perez made a mistake because he lost a couple of seconds. He must have made a mistake. He must have made a mistake. Ricardo and Bottas isn't 11th and 12th position. Bottas is less than a second behind Ricciardo, which seems that Bottas is going to pass Ricciardo. Dude, if the Mexicans aren't happy when Perez finally catches up to Hamilton and then even passes Hamilton, then I would be surprised. Because for Perez to pass Hamilton is going to be a massive accomplishment, in my opinion. I'm just going to repeat this. I'm just going to repeat this because I need to make sure I've got this on record before it even happens. So I believe the biggest problem here is reliability. I believe the braking system and the engines, the engine heat, the fact that the mechanical heat from the braking system might cause failure on the braking system, or the mechanical heat on the actual engines might cause the engines to malfunction and break. So I feel like even though Verstappen, Perez might seem faster, I would not be surprised if Verstappen and Verstappen and Perez, they're pushing their car, not realizing that their car is literally a ticking time bomb waiting to break. And I would not be surprised that Hamilton is specifically told not to push his car too hard. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if Mercedes have made so many, tactical decisions that they have run an algorithm to figure out the fact that their engine won't break if they do specific things and drive a little bit slower than the rest of the, people, the rest of the, their competitors, the people that they're racing. So I would not be surprised. Remember, they're not that slow, but I'm just saying that I would not be surprised. And why is Perez falling back again, dude? Come on, Perez. Don't fall back. Attack Hamilton, dude. Attack Hamilton, bro. Do it for your team, man. Do it for your team. If for anybody, just do it for your team. Do it. Oh, no. Not do it for your team. Do it for your people. Do it for the Mexican fans that are there for you, Perez. Go at Hamilton, attack him. You have the car. It's obvious he has the car. I think it's very interesting that Mercedes aren't able to catch up. All I'm saying is that I feel that Mercedes are sandbagging their car because they know that reliability is the main the main problem with this race. I feel that their main concern is that everybody else does not necessarily focus on the fact that maybe their reliability should be their main focus. I think that's why Hamilton is just driving his... Hamilton's not slow. Let's not get this twisted. Hamilton is not driving slowly. He's driving fast enough, but he's not overextending his car. He's not like Verstappen that's pushing a fastest lap after fastest lap after fastest lap. And to prove my point is that Verstappen is in front almost 8 seconds. 8 seconds in front of Hamilton. So of course Verstappen is pushing his car to the limit, and the question is, at what point is he going to push his car and then realize that he broke it, that his car's reliability, you know, basically a benchmark has been broken, and he's unable to continue racing because he pushed the car too hard. That's my only concern, dude. I wonder what, like, I'm kind of curious what would Mr. Hamilton's team be able to do with him in second place, strategy wise? Because strategy wise, I have, like, basically that they could put hard tires on him. He might be able to go until the end of the race. However, he might not be fast enough, but I'm just not sure. All that Perez has to do in this race is pass Hamilton. He doesn't have to win the race. It's still possible for him to win the race. You just don't know about the reliability, but he needs to pass Hamilton. He has the car. He has the golden opportunity to do it. He needs to show his people in his own home country that he can do it, man. Come on. Come on, Perez. This is the only race that you actually need to show your people, your fan base, what you can do. This is basically the only race. Okay, so currently, if Verstappen finishes first and Hamilton second, then Verstappen will have 313.5 points, and Hamilton will have 293.5 points. Dude, Perez looks so close to him, dude. Come on, Perez. Come on, Perez. Do it. So Hamilton said on the radio that the Red Bulls are too fast for them. I just don't know, dude. Just don't understand why Perez is. I just don't understand why Perez is having this hard time to commit. To just commit, dude. I wonder if it's his team orders telling him, you know what, just stay in that position. But I would still tell. Hamilton saying that he can't pull away from Perez, but I think he will actually pull away from Perez. Come on, Perez. Come on, Perez. Like, I'm trying to think. Will Red Bull team tell Perez not to push his car or not to pass Hamilton? Because basically Max Verstappen is in front, and it doesn't seem like Lewis Hamilton can pass or catch up to Max Verstappen. He doesn't seem to have the pace of Max Verstappen. So I'm wondering, will Red Bull tell Sergio Perez just to maintain his tires and just basically hold on to that third place to make sure that they are guaranteed points? I'm wondering, but I'm not sure. I would say no, because basically if Perez could pass Hamilton, they've got more points. And the fact that Perez is in such a close proximity to be able to pass Hamilton makes me wonder why they did play a message of the team telling Perez to, you know, basically he needs to put his head down and try and see what he can do with Hamilton. But it's not necessarily, it's not always the full picture, you know. Come on. Oh, dude. Bottas is trying to get past Ricciardo, bro. Valtteri Bottas in 12th place is trying to get past Ricciardo. He almost crashed. Like you could see him like overcorrect his steering wheel to try and not crash into Ricciardo. Okay, so standings: Verstappen in first place. Verstappen first place, second Lewis Hamilton, Sergio Perez third, Pierre Gasly fourth, Charles Leclerc fifth, sixth Carlos Sainz, seventh Sebastian Vettel, Kimi Räikkönen eighth, Fernando Alonso ninth, Lando Norris 10th, Daniel Ricciardo 11th, 12 Valtteri Bottas, 13 Antonio Giovinazzi, 14 George Russell, Ocon in 15, Lance Stroll in 16, Nicholas Latifi in 17, and 18 Mazepin. Okay, so the team is actually telling Checo to close up the gap. Perez is being told by his race engineer to close the gap with Hamilton. So he's literally given instructions to pass Hamilton. Just don't know, dude. I don't know. So if you guys don't know, the racing in altitude is very high altitude, and that can cause people to get headaches. It can cause all sorts of issues for people, and they even say that this high altitude of the Mexican Grand Prix racetrack can also affect the cars as well. Bottas is really trying to pass Ricciardo, bro. So Perez is now 1.9 seconds behind Hamilton. Dude, come on Perez, you're given the green light, bro. Just try and pass Hamilton, bro. It seems like Hamilton is being told by his team, his race engineer or whatever you want to call them, the person he speaks to on his radio that's dedicated to him, assigned to him. Basically, he's being told that they're changing the strategy for him to staying out longer, which I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he seems not to be in a good position. So I think that's more a strategy decision. It's not there to make him faster. It's just there to give them more options in case that they need it. Perez is now 1.6. So Vettel, Raikkonen, and Alonso, I'm still hoping that they will challenge each other, because that's going to be an interesting challenge. To see how Vettel, Raikkonen, and Alonso, 3 world champions, fight each other is going to be pretty cool, man. That is for 7th, 8th, and 9th position, so ultimately 7th position. Mercedes getting ready, Mercedes pit crew getting ready. I think it's for Lewis Hamilton, it has to be. What is Lewis Hamilton doing? Because it looked like he was like catching debris off track there and locking wheels and everything. 2.4 second stop for Lewis Hamilton. 2.4 second stop. Let's see if Perez can at least get the position, can hold on to 2nd position even after the pit stop. Let's see if Lewis Hamilton can still hold on to this position. I mean, if Sergio Perez can still hold on to 2nd position. It's key and it's not gone his way, so what it means is that Hamilton was supposed to get past Leclerc, he couldn't. So the reason why Lewis Hamilton needed to get past Leclerc is because Leclerc Ferrari is very slow. So it's going to be very hard for Lewis Hamilton to necessarily pass the Ferrari, and then also losing that time to try and pass as well as trying to catch up. I think they should just put Perez immediately. Don't even take the risk. Just put him immediately so they know exactly where Perez is in relation to Hamilton as soon as they put him right after Lewis Hamilton. Because if they keep him out, it might just be that Hamilton might actually basically eliminate that advantage, that gap. Perez has got a 57% chance. Perez got a 57% chance. I think they should just put him, dude. I think they should put Perez immediately. Yeah, they should have put him. They should have put Perez immediately, because okay, it's so hard to say because Hamilton hasn't necessarily put down his true potential yet. So I think if they don't put Perez, I think they are going to lose a position, lose time. I mean, like, lose that gap advantage. Why is Lewis Hamilton that slow? Yeah, so they're saying that Hamilton is doing much faster lap times, especially since he came in for the pit stop and he came out with new tires. It seems like Hamilton has got fresh tires and he's actually putting down a fast lap since he exited the pits. And that means that Perez, and they're basically saying that Perez is not basically pushing hard enough. Just put Perez, man. They should have put him already, man. Like, come on. Lewis Hamilton fastest lap 1 minute 19. Yep, that is the answer. The fact they didn't put Perez, that's frustrating, man. Just put him immediately. Put Perez immediately after Hamilton, just so you guys know who you're challenging. You're not challenging nobody, you're challenging Hamilton. So you should have put him immediately after, and then there would have been a better chance. It's very strange because the gap seems to stay the same, which makes me wonder if Hamilton is making mistakes. Hamilton might be making mistakes, if I have to be honest. What is that? Sergio Perez lapping Esteban Ocon. Come on, man. Just put Lewis. I mean, just put Sergio Perez, man. Don't force Perez to be out there, and then he can't, you know, properly attack Lewis Hamilton when he comes out. Come on, man. Sergio Perez doing a best first sector. So it means that Perez has some performance, which is so odd. Why didn't he push when he could have pushed? I don't understand Perez. Perez is like one of those guys that, like, you know, I can do better, but why? Why do I do better? My teammate is Verstappen, so why should I do better? Like, don't worry about Verstappen, worry about your race. You can beat Hamilton in a fair fight, bro. You can end up second, and you can make Hamilton go into third place. In the pits is Verstappen. Verstappen's in the pits. 2.2 second pit stop for Verstappen. Verstappen is just exiting the pits. At least the Red Bull allowed Perez to lead. At least they allowed Perez to lead the Grand Prix. Maybe that's why they didn't pit him, because they wanted him to be able to lead. That's exactly what he's doing now. He's in first place, Verstappen's in second place. So Perez is leading the Grand Prix. 7 seconds behind him is Verstappen. Verstappen's already inching closer to Perez. Like, Verstappen's already, like, basically showing that he's faster than Perez, which makes sense because he just put it for new rubber. Hamilton isn't. I wonder. That's 14 seconds, right? I wonder if Perez will be able to. This is an interesting situation. They're forcing Perez to stay out, which I don't think is a good idea. Like, I do understand he's leading the Grand Prix and everything, but ultimately for his race is not a good thing. So what I'm noticing is that Hamilton doesn't want Verstappen in front of him to get away from him. Hamilton is literally keeping his gap perfectly to Verstappen. Fascinating. So, such an odd situation. Dude, those braking systems look dangerous. dangerously warm. I just saw Sebastian Vettel pitting, and I'm telling you, those braking systems are on fire, dude. They are smoking. Perez is still saying his tires are good, which is interesting. Hamilton is catching up to Verstappen, dude. Hamilton is catching up to Verstappen. That is interesting. I do understand they're trying to pass the back markers, but damn, man. Full half a second faster, that seems a little bit drastic. Verstappen doesn't seem to be able to catch up to Perez anymore. Poor Russell now has to defend an Alpine, from Ocon. So Ocon driving the Alpine, poor Russell has to defend. And we already know that the Williams are really slow, dude. So what I've noticed is that Perez, Verstappen, Hamilton, the gaps are exactly the same, the way it was when he joined after the pit stop. So after Verstappen's pit stop, the gaps have remained the same, which I can only assume means that Hamilton is making sure that Verstappen does not get away from him. Which makes me concerned, because I don't know if Hamilton's team has got something else up their sleeve. Because like I said before, the tactics that the strategy that Mercedes have, the strategists that they have on Mercedes are pretty incredible, dude. They can sometimes give Perez's tires is 40 laps old. Hamilton's tires are 8 laps old, and Verstappen's tires are 4 laps old. Verstappen is actually catching up to Perez, dude. Verstappen is 5 seconds behind. He used to be 7 seconds, now he's 5 seconds. And the reason why I know that Perez hasn't made a mistake is because Hamilton is 8 seconds behind Verstappen, which is exactly where it was before. The gap was about 8. The gap to Perez was about 8 plus 5 seconds, which basically is 14 seconds. 14 to 13 seconds. I would be surprised if they don't give Perez medium tires. I would be surprised if they don't give Perez medium tires. They're saying soft tires. I believe he qualified with medium and soft tires, so I think that is why. But why would you choose soft tires over medium tires? That's my question. Dude, Verstappen is catching Perez like incredibly, like Verstappen is like literally making it seem like Perez is slowing down, but Perez is not slowing down. Okay, so Perez is coming in, so it means that Verstappen has retaken the lead. Perez is coming into the pit stop. They've decided to give him hard tires. I wonder if Perez, yeah, Lewis Hamilton just passed. Lewis Hamilton just passed. Lewis Hamilton. Okay, yeah, he's definitely not. Damn, dude. That's why I said they shouldn't have waited, dude. He's 9 seconds behind Hamilton. 9 seconds behind Hamilton, bro. I think I just like Hamilton. One thing I've noticed is that Perez isn't that hungry. So Hamilton wants to know where Verstappen is quicker. Perez is 9 seconds behind Hamilton. I'm telling you, they should have pitted him when they had the chance. I understand he was leading the race, but trust me, that was not worth it. For Perez, it wasn't worth it. But the problem is, I don't think Perez is hungry enough to want to pass Hamilton, which I also don't understand. Smoke coming out of the brakes of the Mercedes is intense, dude. Insane. Plus he's got an 11-second stop. They gave Bottas 11-second stop, dude. Oh my goodness. They're screwing him up, bro. Dude, there was actual fire coming from the brake system, dude. Damn. There's actual fire coming from the braking system of Valtteri Bottas. Actual fire, bro. Dude, the fire from Valtteri Bottas's wheel change is insane, dude. My biggest concern is just, will those wheels, will the braking system last? Fastest lap, Sergio Perez 1 minute 19.6. You know what? Perez isn't hungry, dude. Perez isn't desperate. Perez is like one of those guys. He's got all the talent, but because he's teammate of Verstappen, he just doesn't want to push anymore, and I don't understand it. It's like the fire for being a great driver is just lost. The need to race and and prove that he's the best to himself is just lost. I don't know, like Perez is maybe putting on a fastest lap, but he doesn't seem to, you know, like drastically catching up to anybody. Like Verstappen was like insanely catching up to Perez, and it looked like Hamilton was just stuck on his speed and he couldn't do much. Dude, I can't help but wonder if the reliability of Red Bull is going to... I don't know, man. I'm just concerned. I'm really concerned. I'm concerned if Red Bull's cars, Verstappen and Perez's car, will be able to hold out until the end of the race. That's my only concern. I mean reliability regarding the brake system and reliability regarding the engines, because as far as I know, the heat is really a big problem in this race, specifically with the brakes, specifically with the engines. And I can't help but wonder if Hamilton's team is just taking it easy. So Max Verstappen is a little bit concerned of his tires, concerned of his front tires, saying that they need to observe his tires, check his tires, see if there's any reason to be concerned about his tires. Dude, if Perez doesn't want to pass Hamilton, then so be it, dude. Clearly his car is capable. Like, he could have passed Hamilton. He could have attempted to at least, you know, push Hamilton even more before the first round of pit stops happened. He could have tried, man. As far as the way I feel, he could have tried. So Hamilton is 10 seconds behind Verstappen. Perez is 7 seconds, which is better because he was more than 8 seconds behind Hamilton. So we have got Verstappen first place. Let's just look at the standings right now. Verstappen first place, Hamilton second, Perez third, Gasly fourth, Leclerc fifth, Carlos Sainz Ferrari sixth, Vettel seventh, Raikkonen eighth, Alonso ninth. And then we've got Norris 10th, Giovinazzi 11th, Ricciardo 12th, Ocon 13th, Bottas 14th, Russell 15th, Stroll 16th, Latifi 17th, Mazepin 18th. Yeah, they're saying that Perez should be able to pass Hamilton in 13 laps. My rebuttal, my counter is that Perez isn't that hungry. He is not that fired up. He is not that passionate about trying to pass Hamilton, trying to challenge Hamilton, trying to get that second place. It's almost like he's absolutely content and happy with third place. And he did the same thing last race in the USA. Not exactly the same, because this time he's actually, you can see he's capable of doing something. His car is there, but it's just like there's nothing happening. I don't understand why he's not passionate about trying to pass Hamilton. I actually forgot about it. That is why the team wants Perez past Hamilton. Because they want Hamilton to lose more points for the World Championship. Because Verstappen just spoke to the team and said, where is Perez? How far is he behind Hamilton? They told him 6.5 seconds. Dude, Perez, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, trust me, when it comes to actually being able to, like, this is the only race that you would say he has got no excuse, because he needs to show himself in front of his home crowd. This is his country. This is his home country, dude. This is his people. This is his fans. Showing them that he can challenge Hamilton straight up and pass him is going to be like, that is the best thing he could do, and he only has to do it on this track. On this track this is the only track that he truly needs to do it. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, mentioning that also, there is some very cool racing that might happen later in the race, aka world champions in 7th, 8th, and 9th place. Sebastian Vettel in 7th place, Kimi Räikkönen in 8th place, Fernando Alonso in 9th place. There's a very good chance that these three drivers, especially Lando Norris, might actually get into the mix as well, fight each other. Hamilton is almost 5 seconds. It's almost less than 6 seconds, the gap between Perez and Hamilton. Fastest lap from Sergio Perez, 1 minute 19.4. Okay, so I just confirmed they call them race engineers, the people that the driver speaks. So when Lewis Hamilton speaks to his race engineer, that is what they're called, race engineers. The gap is down to 5.7 seconds, dude. My problem is, even if Perez gets close to Hamilton, will he actually be able to pass Hamilton? Because there's turbulence, there's so many reasons for Perez to basically be content with not pushing, and that bothers me. I don't know why that bothers me, because it feels like he doesn't want to push more. I understand there's Hamilton in front of him, but Hamilton also has an expiry date. Hamilton can't always be perfect. That is just not who Hamilton is. Nobody can always be perfect. It's not possible. Humanly, it's impossible for a human to always be perfect. Like, the guy has got 7 world championships, fine, I'll give him that, but trust me, he is not perfect. He is not a perfect driver. So Perez needs to stop thinking that Hamilton is this impossible person to pass. It is not impossible. He can pass him. He just needs to want to pass him. That's the most important thing. How much do you want to pass Hamilton? If you don't want to pass him, then that's the problem. if you're not really passionate about trying to pass Hamilton, if you're not really concerned about trying to pass him, if it's not really something you really want to do, then that is the big problem. I almost didn't stream today. I almost decided not to stream today because the problem was is that I love to sleep early, and these American times are not exactly perfect. It's not that bad. And then when I looked at the time, I was like, dude, I might as well just stream this. I might as well. But trust me, if it's like crazy time, like you know, if it's like 12 o'clock at night, like let's say the Belgium Grand Prix happened, and it was raining, and they were sitting in the pits waiting for the rain to stop, and the race had a never-ending time frame, and no one knew when the race was going to start, then I promise you I would have not streamed today. I would have cut the stream short. But because I realized that there's no point not streaming, because I can stream this. The time, oh, Verstappen's got fastest lap, 1 minute 18. Fastest lap for Max Verstappen, 1 minute 18 point, dude. 1 minute 18.999, dude. That's almost 119 dead. All I'm saying is Red Bull needs to watch out, dude. Mechanical gremlins, anything can happen. Don't push the car too hard. Be worried about the mechanical integrity of the car. Do not push the car too hard. Oh, Lewis Hamilton is driving really rough on those curbs, dude. So yeah, the one thing to consider, the fact that Verstappen got the fastest lap means that he gets an extra championship point. So if you get the fastest lap and you're on the top, I think top 8, I think top 8 or top 5. Top 8 or top 5 drivers, if you get the fastest lap, then you get an extra championship point, and that's exactly what Verstappen did. He got a fastest lap. So ultimately, he's trying to make sure he's got enough points to win this championship, dude. And I absolutely love that. I'm wondering if they will... What about... Oh, Bottas can still do fastest lap. Jeez, today. That is so true. Bottas will do the fastest lap. But oh, wait, he is not in the top 8. Or top 6. It might be top 6, I'm not sure. But the championship point only gives... It's only for the top drivers, the top 6, I think. Top 6 or top 8. And Bottas is not even close there, so he can't do anything to take away that point from Verstappen, which is very good. Perez is now 3.8 seconds behind Hamilton. All that Hamilton has... Oh, sorry. All that Perez has to do is pass Hamilton. Okay, my driver of the day has to be Verstappen, only because he passed both Mercedes at the start of the Grand Prix. Like, I did not expect him to do that. Like, that completely caught me off guard, dude. Verstappen passed both Mercedes on the start of the race. That's a move, dude. For him to have done that move to both Mercedes was pretty epic, man. Because it just seemed so unreal, like they were giving it to him for some reason. It was so weird. I personally don't see anybody winning. I would say if Perez can pass Hamilton, then he's my driver of the day. If Perez passes Hamilton, he's automatically going to be my driver of the day. But at the moment, he's still behind Hamilton. He's not really looking like he can attack quite yet. He can't attack Hamilton quite yet. So it seems like Perez might not be able to do it. I'm not sure. But at the moment, Verstappen definitely has to be my driver of the day. Not only because of the fact that he passed both Mercedes at the start of the race, both Bottas and Hamilton got passed by Verstappen. And remember, this is important. This is championship points. So the fact that he did that with all of that pressure, plus he's doing the fastest lap of the race to get extra championship point, like that counts for a lot, dude. Counts for a lot. My only concern is the reliability of these cars, especially the braking system and the heating system on the engine. I'm not sure what's going to happen in that scenario. Lance Stroll passing poor Russell. Like, Russell's car can't do a thing, dude. Russell is not able to do a thing because his car is just that slow, dude. Can you imagine if Russell gets into a Mercedes, dude? You will never have to worry about these back markers again. Unless if Mercedes ultimately tells him that he needs to... Oh, come on, man. Like, Stroll, fine, he passed Russell, but Russell is literally a sitting duck. He can't do anything. Car is so slow, he can't even hope to defend even at the slightest, unfortunately. He'll just put himself in a very bad position. They say that Perez might be able to strike Hamilton in the next 2 or 3 laps. 2.4 seconds behind Hamilton. 2.4 seconds behind Hamilton. I just don't know, dude. Um, 1.7 seconds, dude. 1.7 seconds gap between Perez and Hamilton, dude. I just don't know, dude. Does Perez want it? That is my question. How badly does Perez want to pass Hamilton? My assessment so far is that Perez isn't really that motivated to do that move. Carlos Sainz was told to pass Leclerc. Carlos Sainz was told to pass Leclerc. So Carlos Sainz was told, well, if you are faster than Leclerc, then you should be able to catch up to Gasly and pass him. So Carlos Sainz are given the opportunity to stay in front of Leclerc only if he can pass Gasly. If not, I'm going to guess and say that Leclerc is going to get his position back. So far Carlos Sainz is in the 5th and Leclerc is in 6th, but I'm going to imagine if Sainz can't pass Gasly, then Sainz is going to have to give that position back to Leclerc. That's why I'm saying Perez have nothing really to lose. I do agree that they need points for Red Bull needs constructorship points, but Perez can do this, man. So Perez is now 1.2 seconds behind Hamilton, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but this is. I'm just not that motivated, dude. I'm not that motivated to believe that Perez wants this, dude. He wants this, but he wants it to be easy. He wants Hamilton to gift it to him. He doesn't want to fight Hamilton for that position. That's the problem. If you don't want to fight Hamilton for that position, why would you even think that you should get that position? That is my question. So I don't know what exactly is going to happen here, but they have to make up the... Oh my god, I'm telling you, these British biased idiots that are commentating now, I dislike it so much, dude. Because they are so biased. They are so concerned about Lewis Hamilton, British. We need to emphasize. We need to anything that Hamilton says is wrong. We need to highlight it and make a point of it. And anybody that tries to make Hamilton look like an idiot, we need to suppress them. Like, I'm telling you, man. These. Okay, Perez is so close to Hamilton. I'm wondering what's gonna happen, dude. My only concern is that I don't want Perez to crash out. I don't want him to make a mistake. But I don't see why he wouldn't pass Hamilton. So close, dude. Dude, Perez only has to prove himself in this specific race because this is his home race. This is in Mexico. This is in front of your home crowd. This is in front of your family, dude. In front of your fans, the Mexican fans that are rooting, like basically cheering you on, bro. They are cheering you on because you're ultimately challenging a world champion. You're challenging the world champion, the reigning world champion, and defending world champion, Lewis Hamilton. So if you pass him, you already proved. He's got 10 laps. If you can't do it in the next 10 laps, it's over, bro. If you can't do it in the next 10 laps, it's GG's. My only concern is that he clearly can. He's got the car. I'm just wondering, dude. Look here, Perez is pushing. Like, I can see Perez pushing, but remember, Perez is a good driver, so even though he's pushing, it doesn't mean that he's ultimately doing everything he possibly can to put himself in that position to pass Lewis. I don't know, man. Perez is losing. He's losing a little bit of, the position time. His gap time is basically increasing. goodness, dude. Nah, if I have to be honest, Perez it's not desperate to want it. Perez is not desperate to want to pass Hamilton, and I don't understand why. This is the race that he should be doing it. This is the race he should be more motivated. Like, I understand all the other races because, you know, this is the only race where he's actually doing it in front of Mexican fans. In front of his home crowd, man. His family is in the... Ah, man. Like, I don't think he's gonna be able to do it, dude. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. He's now 1.1 seconds, so basically he's losing time, consistently is losing. And they're loving it. Oh my goodness. Nah, I don't think he's gonna do it. But I'm wondering if Hamilton will make a mistake. That's possible, dude. I've seen Hamilton make so many mistakes. Even, like, Hamilton sometimes makes mistakes even though it doesn't make sense why he made those mistakes. No one was pressuring him from behind. But I do agree, when someone might be pressuring him, he might be more inclined to he might be more wiser to know how to control their tactics. Dude, it's 1.3 seconds. Sergio Perez does not want to pass Lewis Hamilton, and I don't understand why. Like, this is the only race, bro. This is your home race. Why don't you want to pass Hamilton? Oh man, like I'm so confused. I don't know, man. On the one side, you are like, I don't want Perez to lose the race completely and make a mistake and then crash out, but at the other side, Perez is in such a perfect position and he doesn't want it, dude. It's very clear to see it. He's not that motivated. You can see it in the way he drives. He's not that motivated, and that is so weird, dude. Like, out of all the races, why aren't you motivated to pass Lewis Hamilton when you're literally gaining up on him? You're literally, you know, like, Lewis Hamilton's a sitting duck. You're faster than him. It's your home race. Your family is there. All the Mexican fans are there. You're in Mexico. You are a Mexican. What is wrong? What is stopping you from doing what you know you should do at that moment? What is it? I don't understand it. It's so confusing. Perez has given up, dude. Perez has literally given up. Irritating. It's so irritating, dude. I don't really think the backmarkers cost him. I think Perez just didn't want to push harder. Oh man, Perez is in front because of Mexican fans. Personally speaking, Perez hasn't proved himself. I do feel sorry for the Mexicans, but honestly, Perez is not. Perez is so close. Like, he's literally catching up to Lewis Hamilton because he's got the fastest car and he still doesn't want to pass Lewis. What is happening? What is going on? What do you want to happen, Perez? How many stars do you want to align before you realize that this is what you need to do, dude? Time is ticking. The time is actually up. Like, I don't see him being able to pass Lewis Hamilton now. I don't see it. I'm sorry, man. Like, Perez is so, I don't know what is wrong. I don't get it, man. It makes no sense to me. In your home race, like, this is the only thing I don't understand. It's your home race. You do it for yourself and you still don't want to do it. Like, just forget about the fact that you will help Verstappen out with points. The fact that you don't want to do it in your home race, that blows my mind. I'm telling you, these British commentators, literally Max Verstappen locking up his wheels, you can barely see him locking up and doing anything drastic. It's just crazy, man. Crazy. Freaking commentators are so quick to jump on the fact that Verstappen did a minor lockup, even though he didn't go off the road, nothing like that, but they're talking about a minor lockup, yet Hamilton is literally sweating bullets, like losing seconds a lap from Verstappen. Like, come on, man. I'm telling you, these biased. Dude, I am so confused. Most overtakes, 104 overtakes from Vettel, 104 overtakes from Alonso. Interesting. This season. Oh, okay. So 104 overtakes this season for Vettel, 104 overtakes this season for Alonso. Dude, Perez. Dude, I don't see Perez doing anything. I'm sorry, man. Perez didn't want to do it before. Like, the fact that Perez couldn't do it before and now he wants to pretend as if he wanted to do it now, it's just pathetic, man. At least he's getting third, so I'm not going to be angry, but it just makes me a little bit angry. They're trying to get Bottas to get the fastest lap. They're trying to get Bottas to get the fastest lap, dude. Trying to get Bottas to get the fastest lap. Sure, Perez is close, dude. Perez is so close to Hamilton, it's insane. Perez is so close to Hamilton, and I can't see it. I can't see it happening. I cannot see it. Perez is what he's doing is like, oh no, I was gonna do it, but there wasn't enough laps. No, bro. No. Like I'm not confused. You don't want to pass Hamilton. You don't want to pass it because if you wanted to, you would have done it in the first part of the race before you did the first pit stops, because you could have done it back then. So that is just the way it is, man. But there's nothing wrong with it. Let him do what he wants to do. The fact that he's so demotivated, dude. He's not motivated enough to do this, and that is so insane to me, man. Okay, so if the race is done, I'm done. I will definitely have to end the stream as soon as the race is done. I thought they were going to finish it already. These British commentators are so scared that their precious Hamilton is going to get passed. It's so pathetic, man. They should never have British commentators commentating. Like it's a predominantly British commentating team commentating while there is a British champion, and then their favorites. Yeah, no, Perez couldn't do. Max Verstappen wins. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Yeah, Perez. I don't know why Perez is so demotivated to do that. It's in front of his own. I don't like. That's the one reason you would think, you know. This would be the one race you would think to yourself, dude. Perez would do it for himself and for his fans, not for anybody else, you know. But he still doesn't have that passion, dude. Like, I don't know. It's insane. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining this. Valtteri Bottas did get the fastest lap, so he did take away. But he didn't take. He did the fastest lap, but he didn't get a championship point. That's a great drive from Verstappen, but dude, the fact that Perez got driver of the day is a joke, dude. I don't understand what Perez did, what that was so special. Like, he never actually physically passed people like Verstappen did. He never actually, like, I don't know, man. No, he didn't get the fastest lap. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. That is it, man. I'm disappointed, bro. I'm disappointed because I feel that Sergio Perez, I don't know what the hell is wrong with that guy, bro. Like, he is not motivated, dude. I don't know what he's doing in Formula 1, but he is not motivated. When he has the car to beat Hamilton, he still doesn't want to do it. I don't understand it. Confusing, bro. He is not driver of the day because he didn't actually do anything special today. He didn't. Change my mind. What did Perez do better? Verstappen was the only guy that literally passed two Mercedes all on his own. He did it the hard way. No one was spinning out or anything. He had to pass them legitimately. Like, if someone is better, I'll tell them it's better. But I'm telling you, Verstappen was driver of the day, no question asked. Even though no one will get a point for that anyways. That's me. Thank you so much for joining this episode. See you in the next live stream. Next live stream, I believe they're driving where? Where are they driving? In Saudi Arabia? I think it's Qatar, right? I believe the next race is in Qatar. I might be wrong. I'm not gonna check now because I'll just mess up my my graphics on screen. But I know they're going towards the Middle East because I know it's Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and then the last one is Abu Dhabi, I believe. So yeah, See you in the next episode. Ciao for now.